Hey y'all. It's your girl, Queen Jamila, here to do some readings for the week. We're going to look at the 21st through the 28th, actually, for love for all of the signs. Welcome to the channel. Make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button. If you need a private reading, the link to my website is below. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes to get in here. Okay. And I'm going to flip the camera real quick. We just going to wait for y'all to get in here so that everybody can catch their sign. Thank you for the love and the support. Cool. Hey, Erica, glad you did. Okay, we got 6 people in here. Can y'all hit the thumbs up? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all better believe in love. And y'all better be careful who y'all take y'all love advice from, man. That's the first thing Spirit want me to tell y'all today. Okay, we are going to throw an officiator card, but I'm going to do things a little bit different today. Normally, I lay all the cards out. It tells me a lot. Be careful with taking outdated advice from people that are bitter. Be careful with that, man. We've got twin flames and star seeds and soulmates and karmic relationships. And, sometimes you can't just explain stuff away by saying, well, y'all, I'm going to come to y'all after this with a, hey, Leslie and Rochelle. Hey, girl, I ain't seen you in a minute. Hey. I think I'm gonna come back right after this and talk to y'all. We're not gonna bring that into this reading, but I got to talk to y'all, man. We got to talk. So, okay. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. All right. Let's do this. We're gonna start with the Aries. You know what? Let's go ahead and do an officiator. Who wants to officiate over the whole reading? What general message do you have? Spirit guides, Hecate. I always do my readings with Hecate now because she loves the cards. She loves them. Okay. Got the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords represents positive thinking. It represents moving on from the past. It is so important for you to move on from the past. There are a lot of people that live in the past. The past, their experiences, it totally dictates their whole existence. Okay? It totally dictates their whole existence, their entire future. It's based upon something that may have happened in the past that was meant for you to get past. Okay? Because when it comes to love, you are to follow your heart. Love is love. Love is not a business partnership. Love is love, baby. Okay? It ain't no business partnership. Even though you can go into business with your love, but love within itself it's not a business partnership. It's just love. Okay? We all know that love conquers all. Okay? So let's get started with the Aries. Okay, how y'all doing, Aries? Shout out to the Aries. We're going to call to the spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels for the Aries. What messages do you have for the Aries? Hey, y'all, does my face look smaller, though? Like, I've been just, like, losing weight and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a shorty. I'm only 5'4". So a 20-pound weight gain can make me look like I'm just wide as all outside. Trying trying to get my camera position correctly because I have it plugged into the charger. So I'm trying to, there we go. That's perfect. Okay. Hey, y'all know I don't have my glasses on. Where are my glasses? Can I answer questions yes or no? Yeah, we're going to stick with the signs for this one, and maybe I'll come back later, or either if I still have more energy after this one, then I will answer you guys' questions, okay? If you guys need a personal reading, the link to my website is below. Keep in mind my readings are still on sale for the summer, okay? All right, spirit guides. What messages do you have for the Aries with love for the 21st of August through the 28th of August, 2019? All right. Oh, got the Ace of Wands. So, feel like the Ace of Wands does represent some kind of new beginning this week. When it comes to love, I can definitely see reunions, but this is where you got to take the good with the bad. You can't sit up here and say, oh, well, everything's going to be so perfect and it's just poly perfect, because love is not perfect. You got the Seven of Swords, Five of Coins, and the Nine of Wands. So I feel like during this week, there's a lot of you that have somebody that you love. A lot of you Aries people have somebody that you love. You desire to get back with them. You desire to be with them. You want to be with them. In fact, some of you may even get back with somebody from the past. There's going to be like a new beginning within this next week. But remember I told y'all, quit taking advice from bitter people. Seven of Swords comes up. When you take love advice from a bitter person, it's going to create trust issues. In fact, I can see somebody or either a couple of people, you know what they're doing? They're going to your partner and they're saying, she don't love you. They're going to you and saying, he don't love you. But what do you feel in your heart? What did that person tell you? Don't be insecure. Feel like there is negativity, rumors, people in your life maybe that give you that negative communication. Y'all remember back in the day when like you told your grandmother about somebody that you love, and they say, I don't love you. You know, y'all, I'm gonna talk about the older generation a little bit later. Feel like the Five of Coins represents insecurity. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on, because all of a sudden, here comes J-Man. Hold on. All right, y'all. He playing. Thank you, Erica. I feel good too. I went out and took that walk today. So the Five of Coins. This can be related to a number of things. Five of Coins could be insecurity. It can represent unrequited love. Unrequited love doesn't really exist. There's somebody manipulating the situation. There's a liar. Feel like it's an air sign. Okay. There's an air sign. This is either a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, telling you that the love of your life, your twin flame, your soulmate, that they don't love you, they don't care about you. It's a lie. It's a lie. You need to bind that person. Nine of Wands represents that this week, I feel as though what you're going to experience in the next week is the value of strength, of perseverance, of pressing forward, feeling your own root chakra, not needing anybody else's insight in your situation. If you do get insight from somebody, make sure that it's somebody that's positive. You don't want negative information and negative. You don't, because I feel like the Nine of Wands represents, okay, I feel like it's somebody in you guys' life that's like, well, you know, love doesn't ever have to come for you in this lifetime. And what it will turn into is nobody wants you ever. You're going to die alone. Blech. That's that person reflecting onto you. You have to be strong. You have to feel your own spine. Also, I feel like spirits is saying that getting some physical exercise would do you some good because it'll get your kundalini going. And that's really, really important. So many people have imbalances. So many people have their sacral chakras hexed. You got folks out there that's trying to put hexes on your sacral chakra and trying to control whether or not you have a 7-day period or a 3-day period. It's crazy. And people can do that through subconscious thought. Okay. So I want you guys to understand that this is the love of your life. This is somebody that you have a connection with. Pull through and you will be okay. Follow your heart. Trust in your heart and what it tells you, and keep fighting for the person that you love. All right. And things will be okay. Also, that Six of Swords is being a generalized card for everybody. There's going to be a lot of movement and change in the next 6 months. Some of you is going to be the next 6 days, and some of you is going to be 6 weeks. Okay, some of you, it may take 6 years. I don't know why I would do that. I don't know why it would take that long unless you're young or if you've got somebody that got you under one of them contracts. This is where your sexual energy is going to be used for something else. Either somebody siphoning your sexual energy, or, they may just be trying to oppress your sexual energy. Why? Because the same thing happened to them. Okay. I can definitely tell that somebody is trying to prevent a child from coming into this world. I can see a little boy coming in Aries. I feel like there's definitely entities, beings that are manifesting through people. They don't want you to have that child because, there's some people that are just ridiculously controlling and so I can sense that person in your life. They got a whole network. It's a constant thing. Um, so if you guys have that issue, you can contact me if you're having difficulty with it, because I myself have people trying to manipulate my love life, so I understand how that feels. You have to listen to your heart and what is it telling you. Okay. All right, let's move on to the Tauruses. Spirit guides, Hecate. What messages do you have for love for the Tauruses for this week? From the 21st of August, 2019 to the 28th of August, 2019. What messages do you have that is happening? Okay, so the Page of Wands flipped over. Hecate is these two cards flipped over, the Page of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Okay, and let's see what else we get. Okay, the Death card comes up. Oh, she's got a message for a lot of you Tauruses. Okay. All right. I couldn't even really ask the question. Okay. So I ended up laying out 6 cards for you guys. I think I'm going to do 6 cards for everybody because 6 seems to be the theme for today. Okay. And so you guys are going to get a phone call from somebody. Somebody's going to contact you. They're going to be saying, I love you. I want to give you everything. I miss you. You can tell with the Knight of Cups that they are ready to heal the situation, Taurus. This is going to happen this week. Now, the Death card comes up because I can sense a Scorpio. There is a Scorpio that is trying to end the situation. This is an outside influence. Five of Pentacles is next to it. Okay. So this is where you may have some underlying insecurity about the situation, or perhaps there's somebody that's throwing negative energy at the situation. Guys, just to let y'all know, people will watch you. Page of Pentacles. So you got two pages and the Three of Cups. So what I can see coming through this is loyalty. Loyalty. Okay. And the fact that you don't have to be scared. You don't have to be insecure about the situation. You can tell that somebody's definitely throwing a monkey wrench in it all. They are. They just really, really, I mean, they are just crazy as all outdoors. I can sense it. This is somebody that you have tried to end or cut the tie with, and they just don't want to let it go. They just like, I'm never going to let it go. I'm never going to do it. I'm never going to let it go. But even though even though there's nothing there, okay, there's nothing there. Also, if you are single, there's a lot of you Tauruses that are going to get love offers this week. A lot of you are going to be feeling insecure about that love offer because of something that happened in the past. But the Page of Pentacles is a baby witch. So this is when you discover your power over your life and how nobody else can create the reality in your life. You can create the peace, love, and the joy that the Three of Cups represents. And then also, Tauruses, these are your ancestors coming through. These are, spirits or either people that love you, and they're supporting you. They are holding you. They are helping you through the situation. Okay. All right. So I do see that. Feel like a lot of you have been waiting to hear from somebody, or either you're going to be waiting to hear from somebody. They are going to call you. And I feel like what they're going to be talking about is possibly um, either they're going to offer you something that deals with possible cohabitation. I know a lot of you Tauruses are like, well, I don't want to just shack up with somebody, so I can see a hand fasting. A lot of times I can see a hand fasting with this card. Okay. So I do see love offers and offers coming through. There's too many positive cards in this reading for you guys to even worry about this Five of Coins. I feel as though this is where you're kind of lost and you're thinking, well, somebody else has communicated death to me. Nobody's ever going to love me. That means that you're dead. That's what that means. In my opinion, I feel like if you let me flip the camera real quick because I got to get into this, Tauruses. Listen, if you have anybody in your life that is trying to eliminate love from your life, they are trying to kill you. They want you to die. They want you to shrivel up. Okay? That's what it is, okay? So many of you need to pay attention to that. Call to your ancestors. Do your meditation involving, do some sacral healing meditation. I think this week is all about sacral healing meditation because I saw somebody, one of my sound baths or my, you guys know that I listen to frequencies and I meditate. Okay. So I feel like this week it's gonna all be about the solar plexus and the sacral chakra. Okay. Or it could be where this person previously did not show up, but then they came back and they took a stand. And you were thinking about leaving the situation because you felt like they didn't return the love to you that you gave to them. Well, sometimes that happens. Maybe they weren't ready at that time. Maybe they were going through something at that time. Okay. But it looks like they're coming back through and they're going to be calling you. And especially with that Page of Wands, A lot of people think, you know what they've trained and programmed us to think, and especially in the Black community, that if somebody wants to lay with you or be intimate with you, that means that they don't love you, huh? This is completely backwards. I think that a lot of people, not just our people, not just, all of us were taught that through population control. hmm the eugenics project and then population control. So they filled our heads up with that crap, but it was only because they were trying to control, control, control. This is Mother Earth. This is not a lab. Okay. All right, let's move on to the gems. Okay, spirit guides, Hecate for the Geminis. What are you seeing coming up the week of August 21st through August the 28th of 2019? What are you seeing coming up with love for the gems, for the Geminis? Okay. All right. So you got a lot of stuff coming up this week, Gemini. You got the Wheel of Fortune. You got the Two of Cups. You got the 10 of Pentacles. You got the 9 of Pentacles. You got the 4 of Cups. We're going to have to talk about that, Gemini. And then Queen of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups. So you've got a connection. There's some kind of love connection that's coming up. Some of you Geminis are going to meet somebody this week. They're going to come into your life. Some of you are going to, I can see pregnancy. I'm sorry. The Wheel of Fortune, the 10 of Pentacles, that could be a possible pregnancy. Maybe you're going to find out you're pregnant. Maybe you're going to find out that your significant other is pregnant. Okay, congratulations to all of you that are happy about that news. I get the sense that a lot of you, though, are probably going to be apprehensive about that news because, guys, we are just filled with negative information all the time. Especially when it comes to brown people. We are filled with negativity all the time. Oh, well, if you have a baby, you're going to have child. That's the first thing people say is child support. That's the first thing. Oh, child support. You're going to be in child support court. What? You see what I'm saying? So people, I can sense that negative emotion. 4 of Cups can represent not appreciating, your good, not appreciating your blessings. Okay. So I do feel as though I can see somebody. This is either going to be a water sign or an earth sign that you're going to be making this connection with. Okay. This week. General all the way around, there's a lot of people that are going to be having reunions just because the 6 of Swords is the officiator for this week that we're looking at. The Queen of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups says to stop emotionally abandoning your partner. You guys have a tendency to do that. You need to be able to tap into them emotions, Gemini. You cannot look at the whole world through logic alone. You've got to stop doing that. And air signs specifically have that problem. And then the love ends up not being there. Okay. So even though you don't want to be, emotional and sappy, and then also I feel like a lot of you Geminis are holding on to negative emotions that you need to release. A lot of you are going to be releasing negative emotions this week. But I feel like with the Geminis, it can be the good and the bad. If you are in a partnership with a Gemini, they can, I'm telling y'all, Geminis will go up and down. It'd be several days of them loving on you, and then, a couple of days of them going, you're starting to make me think too much. You're starting to make me feel too much. I don't want to feel. Gemini people don't want to feel. That's their main thing. That's their dig. Hey y'all, I'm sorry if I can't see y'all in the chat because I'm not wearing my glasses, okay? Yeah, they are very, very hot and cold. And I feel like this is a mistake. This is something that a lot of you Geminis need to work on. You need to work on your abandonment issues. Okay, work on that. Let me see what the next card was. The next card was the Justice card. Okay, Justice represents balance and inner equilibrium and inner peace. Okay, so it's time for you to do that. The Justice card always has the scales, which talks about balance. So the first thing that you're going to need to do, especially with the Justice card coming up, is that if somebody loves you, you need to return that love to them. And you need to show it. You need to stop emotionally abandoning people. Now, for some of you Geminis, there possibly could be some, I want to say breakups, but with people from the past, because I'm going to tell y'all something. Geminis hold on for a very, very long time. They do. Like I have a child by a Gemini who's almost 20 years old. And I felt like up until a few years ago, he was still holding on. It's like, no, it's time for us to let this go. It's time for us to go ahead and, because it's too much water under the bridge. Okay. So you can't hold on to people. You got to let go of people. You can't hold on to everybody. You can't take everybody with you. If you got some bad narcissistic people in your life and they like, well, I don't think, I think that baby gonna be born deformed or something. I think, well, listen, walk away from negative people like that. They crazy. Okay. Facts. Let's move on to the Cancers. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. Hey y'all, I'm gonna read chat questions real quick. I'm gonna respond to y'all chats real quick. So just give me a second. Let me look into that real quick. Hit that thumbs up, y'all. Hey, Dreamcatcher. Hello. Let me shout out the chat real quick. We got Erica Joy, Rochelle Green, Leslie. Hey. We got Linda Capri, Ariana. Okay, we got Maine Davis Music. Hello, Miss Alchemy. All right, cool. So, let me clear out some stuff real quick because that Four of Cups, ooh, that is a heavy energy. Stop looking at love as a burden. It's not. Open up that heart chakra, Gemini. Open it up. Okay. Sometimes it can be very painful, especially like if you're getting a cleansing or something and your heart chakra is opening, and it can be very confusing. It can be very scary, but you can do this. And then the Justice card is saying to balance yourself out. A lot of you Geminis need better balance. Actually, the Justice card represents grounding. That's another grounding card. Okay. All right, we're going to move on to the Cancers. Shout out to the Cancer. I'm a fellow Cancer. What is this? All right, Spirit Guides. Hecate, what messages do you have for the Cancer? What are you seeing going on in the Cancer love life for August 21st through August the 28th of 2019? Guys, us Cancers, we get stalked so much that sometimes I don't even be wanting to read for the Cancers because we don't need to let them know what we doing. I don't know what it is about the Cancers. What is the big stink over the Cancers and the Leos and the Virgos? All right. You guys got the Queen of Swords. the Six of Wands, the Page of Wands, Knight of Cups, Four of Cups, and the High Priest. So I do see some kind of love offer being made by either a fire sign or a water sign that many of you Cancers are going to say, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay. Now, I do see a possible reunion either with also, I can see a possible reunion with either air or fire, could be water. Okay. Because that Six of Wands came up. In particular, if, the situation needed respect, how, like, because I mean, I don't know, a lot of people, whenever you're having problems in a relationship, you know what they'll tell you? They'll say, oh, well, that man don't love you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I'm telling you. And you know what? There's like, well, why is it happening to so many women? Why is it happening? Why is it happening so often? Why is it happening so often? Why is it that a lot of us can end up feeling unappreciated in our relationships? Why is that? Okay, it's not about whether or not the love is there or not. It's about whether or not that person is willing to show it. Okay, so Cancer, your love, because they want to make Cancers feel like don't nobody want them, and all don't nobody want you. Well, why are you always making a big stink about me then? What's the problem? So that Four of Cups, let's do some clarifying on that Four of Cups, and then the High Priest. I feel like we need to clarify the High Priest too, because that's like a court card. The High Priest, we need to clarify what he's talking about. Spirit, give me some clarity on the High Priest. Okay, so we got the Strength card. So the High Priest, which I'm very shocked, the High Priest is saying to stand strong, stand firmly, and that there's definitely that attraction that is there, and that it is love. There's people trying to tell you it ain't love. That person don't, because they know that's what you want is love. It ain't love, girl. Don't nobody want you. Yeah, they do. The Strength card comes up. Okay, so he's also saying be strong. Okay, hold on a second, guys. Where that person don't love you. What you mean that they got emotional and stuff? They don't love you. So because a person got emotional, that means that they don't love you? Where are they doing that at? So, and then also, I feel like a lot of you Cancers may be dealing with somebody that is touched by narcissism. They don't know how to love. Y'all remember that song, Teach Me How to Love? Sometimes you got to teach these people how to love. And Cancers, you guys have that wisdom to do that. I don't know what it is about the Cancers, boy. Clarify Four of Cups, though, spirits. What messages do you have about the Four of Cups? Okay. Seven of Cups. So you do have something going on here to where there's a confusion. And then also I feel like your lover has like other offers. I feel like there's other offers that are being laid on the table, but they're fake. They're fake offers. They're not real offers. So they don't mean anything. What advice do you want to give on this? You can tell that there's, that whoever it is that you're dealing with, they have other offers, other possibilities or whatever. But let's throw a advice card. Spirits, what advice do you have for the Cancers? Okay. Two of Swords. Two of Swords comes up. Some of you may be getting an offer that is not what you want, and you can choose to take it or leave it. Maybe the direct circumstance of the situation is not what you're looking for at the moment. I feel like the Two of Swords represents making your own conscious decisions. Do not let somebody else make that decision for you. Now, this would have been the Three of Swords, but I feel like the Two of Swords is a positive. I feel like this is where choices are being made this week. Okay. And I definitely feel like a lot of you Cancers are going to be the choice. If it's not, then the High Priest is saying that you got somebody that's probably doing esoteric work on you, which means that you may be living in a reality that you're not supposed to be living in. People trying to create a reality around you that's a non-reality. Okay. You have to be able to be strong enough to see your reality and follow your heart. When this card comes up, this represents the fire of love, the strength of love, how powerful it is and how it overcomes and it conquers all. Okay. All right, Cancer. Let me look at y'all. Chats real quick, y'all. You said somebody just told you they love you. Cool. That is what is up. Hey, Helen, how are you today? Dream Cancer, you're a Cancer, aren't you? Well, if there's an offer that's being made to you on some level and you feel like you want to take it and you know in your heart that you love, then you should take it. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's move on to the Leos. Spirit guides, Hecate for the Leos. We seeing going on this week for love for the Leos. Shout out to my Leos. I'm a Leo rising. What are you seeing happening between August 21st through the 28th of 2019? Okay. Uh-oh, Leo. Oh, God. Leo. Oh, Leo. Y'all got some work to do. Leo's got some work to do on somebody. You got the Queen of Wands. You got the Page of Swords. You got the Seven of Wands. You got the King of Swords. You got the Hermit. And you got the Eight of Swords. So either this is an air sign or a fire sign that doesn't, they don't want to move forward in the situation. The relationship seems to be stuck and at a standstill. Part of the reason is that this person has either a communication problem, they don't know how to effectively communicate. They do seem to be a little fired up this week, especially with the Queen of Wands coming up. But the first thing that the Queen of Wands is telling me is that you guys got a fire ritual to do. Okay? Because there's a blockage, is what I can sense is a blockage. Page of Swords. I feel like somebody is either blocking your love life or either blocking a relationship. This is somebody that's trying to isolate you. This is somebody that you are separated from that person, but this person still wants to keep you. Nobody will ever understand what is going on with that, but the spirits see it as a waste of energy. This is a waste of a life. A lot of you Leos are going to have to go to work. You're going to have to, because a lot of you seem to be stuck in your spirit. You're stuck somewhere. A lot of you Leos may be thinking or looking at love very negatively. Again, you may be taking love advice from somebody that is very negative and bitter. Why would you take love advice from somebody that's negative and bitter? And I can definitely see an older person. I can see an older person. Somebody that's in an unhappy marriage, unhappy situation, and they want you to be just as unhappy. Could be your parent. The hermit could also represent a Virgo, somebody that's stuck in some kind of mental prison or maybe even actual prison. A lot of you Leos got somebody in prison that wants you to wait 29,000 years for them to get out of prison. By the time they get out, you'll be 70 or something. You know what I'm saying? So that could be the case for some of y'all. But, this is somebody that if they're not in an actual prison, they are in prison in their mind. They can't move forward with the situation. They don't want you to move forward, and you got to go to work with that. Let's clarify some of these court cards because this Queen of Wands is somebody. So is this Page of Swords. This King of Swords is somebody. And then also this Hermit card, that's a person too. So there's four people that came up, four people, not five, four people that came up in y'all reading, okay? What is this Queen of Wands doing here? Okay, so Six of Cups. So I feel like there's definitely somebody this week that is desiring a reunion with you. What is the Page of Swords saying? Okay. Eight of Pentacles. Clarify King of Swords. Okay. Five of Swords. So this is what I want to tell you. This is either a negative subconscious blockage that has to do with your Venus or your love life. Okay, this King of Swords could be somebody that is trying to, isolate you. They're trying to create, arguments, friction. This is an outside influence that is extremely toxic. You know what? I'm scared to clarify this Hermit. But what I can tell you, the energy that I'm feeling from this Hermit, the energy from this Hermit, this is somebody trying to isolate you. Okay, this is somebody that's saying, I don't want nobody near that person, and I just wanted to do a fire ritual for real. Okay, and if you don't know what that is, then contact me or either another spiritualist. Okay, let me tell you what Queen of Wands is saying. Whether or not you get back with somebody from the past, time waits for no man. Okay, get your happiness back, get your love life intact, okay? Yeah, of course. All of us absolutely could be happy without love in our life, but why be alone? Let's clarify this Hermit. This Hermit wants you to be alone, Leo. They probably want you bad. Leos are very seductive. They usually have those really, comely eyes or whatever. Y'all know Leos be having that fiery look in their eyes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be having them eyes, man. I'm telling you, all Leos that I know, they all have striking eyes. Something about the eyes of the Leo. It's almost like because it's like the lion. Clarify the Hermit. What I tell y'all. They trying to put cobwebs on your stuff. This is this 2 7s that you got in this reading. This lets me know that this person is producing stagnated energy. I'm extremely concerned because this person is sending direct energy to your sacral. And it's almost like they're trying to stuff it up or something. Like they don't like they don't want your stuff to flow. Now, I do feel like there is an offer that is being made. Their stuff is flowing. The Eight of Pentacles represents when either your creativity is flowing or either your sexual energy is flowing. This kind of represents struggle and problems with intimacy. And this is what this energy is trying to create for you. Sometimes I feel like the Hermit is like for some people, it's like a very powerful shaman, but a shaman type that, is able to affect, because this is universal. Universally, they are trying to stop love. I would have never thought that I would see this. And the reason why is because instead of this person, choosing relationships because of love, this person said, well, I've been married for 59,000 years, and, me and my wife or me and my husband are not intimate. And, the fact that you're intimate automatically means that the relationship is just about sex. But sex is an expression of love, and it always will be. See, the sex industry tried to make sex about finance. Okay, let me flip my camera real quick. The sex industry tried to turn sex into commerce, and it's not. It's sacred. There is no amount of money that somebody can pay you. Okay, money, if you earn your money respectively, and you're doing something that you love, then yeah, obviously, money is going to, well, I mean, listen, if your sacral chakra is closed, or if your solar plexus chakra is being blocked or has any blockages, guess what? You're going to have problems with intimacy and money. Okay? Sometimes the Hermit can represent outdated values. Okay? And I can tell because the Eight of Swords comes up right afterwards. It's like, no, you're going to think like this. This is the way you should think. Yeah, but that's not real though. Oh, but this is the way that I want you to think. This is the way I want you to perceive this situation. This is the way that I want you to look at love. Well, who are they to tell you how to look at love? They're nobody. Some people look at love as some kind of way of getting spiffs or bonuses. Oh, this, love is about giving money. Well, guess what? There's people that have been deep in love and they have financial problems. Okay, so, well, not deep in love and they have financial problems, but there's people that have went through struggles, financial struggles together. And that doesn't mean that the love is going to be any less. So this whole thing with the debate about, whether or not your husband should come home every day and pay you $20 for a kiss and $50 for a hug, we don't know nothing about that. Okay, he's supposed to automatically give to you. It ain't supposed to be no, sweat and arguments and everybody's fighting and having disagreements. All of that pretty much flows within itself. There's a lot of people that have a lack of flow in general in their lives. Okay, and take it from me, because I got a lot of people that love me. All right, let's look at the Virgos. Spirit guides, Hecate, what messages do you have for the Virgos this week? Money makes everything easier. Yeah, money is, it makes, okay, a card fell out, the Temperance card. Money definitely is good. Like, get a better relationship with money. There's a lot of people that don't have a good relationship with money. Okay, they don't. They don't want to admit it, but they don't. Because if you did, it would just flow into you. It wouldn't be something that would be so difficult. But I do see somebody making things difficult. Okay. Anyway, let's move on to the Virgos. Virgos got the Temperance. It's the first card that popped out of the deck. It flew out. What messages do you have for the Virgos today? From the 21st of August through the 28th of August of 2019. We're going to be coming up on Virgo season too, guys. Temperance, Three of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Chariot. So the first thing that stands out to me, many of you Virgos are going up and down, topsy-turvy, very unstable energy that is in your relationship. The reason why is because you can't focus on moving forward. You're steadily staying focused on that narcissist from the past. You know, they're constantly on your mind. You know, Temperance does represent, it represents patience, but it also represents blessings and favor. So Three of Cups comes up. So this is where I feel like there's a happy situation happening in your love life, but then something happens. This is when things start to kind of, start to get thrown off with this Two of Pentacles, which represents needing to ground yourself. And then it does also represent partnership. So many of you may meet new people this week. You may make a partnership with either a Sagittarius or a water sign if you're single. Okay. And it's time for you to get out of the past. Quit saying that you don't care about love. Stop saying that, Virgo, because you do. The more you say it, the more it's going to become a reality in your life, and your heart chakra is going to die. Do you understand me? This is something that I used to explain to my mother all the time. I remember when my mother was sick with cancer, and I remember being there for her, rubbing her, rubbing her back, rubbing cream on her burns and stuff, because she had, what is that treatment? It's radiation. And, I think that Virgos in general have a lack of appreciation when it comes to love. I think that you guys can get caught up in the mundane, in work, and then you can kind of neglect your love relationships. You got to stop doing that, Virgo. Okay? So show your partner appreciation. Hold on a second, guys. Show your lovers appreciation. Appreciate the love that you have. Stop taking things for granted. You take way too much things for granted, Virgo. And you're going to be getting all kind of signs, because Temperance represents spirit guide activity around you. So there's going to be a lot of signs. There's going to be a lot of, like, I feel like your loved ones are going to be like, well, oh, I want to do this for you, or I want to do this for you, and you're just kind of like, But you need to stop doing it. You need to take the time to sit back and say, you know what? Thank you so much. Oh my God, you're so sweet. Say something. Virgos do have a tendency to be like, I gotta go to work, and so don't bother me. You need to kiss your lover when you're on your way out the door to work. You need to actually take the time to take care of your love life, especially if you're overworked. Sometimes the Two of Pentacles can represent somebody that is putting work before their work. You put in work. That's why one of the coins is going upward, because you're putting one before the other. No, you have to take care of home too. You have to. It's not just about, oh, I've got a business meeting to get to, and I just don't have time for this. I don't have time for love. And then you'll wonder why you feel so unhappy. You'll wonder why. Okay. So another thing is that, like I was saying, There's a lot of you that have some things going on from the past. These are traumas. The of cups can sometimes represent trauma. You need to focus on positive things. Your spirit guide, the Queen of Pentacles, is here telling you stop focusing on the negative of the past and move forward. Listen, I have seen Virgos do it. Their relationship with their husband don't work out, and they'll say, I'm staying single for the rest of my life. And you should too, really, because you know Virgos, they always need a buddy. They need a buddy in on it with them. Really? You're just gonna like, no, you need to move forward. The Chariot represents, hey, you know what? Also in your relationship, you're holding grudges, Virgo. Stop it. In your relationships, look, difficulty is going to come up. Difficulty is going to arise. Okay? You need to be able to not allow those setbacks to keep you set back and in a negative emotional space to where for, 4 weeks or 4 years, you're like, I just want to be negative. No. Stop being negative, Nancy, Virgo. Focus on moving forward. Focus on your happiness. The Chariot represents the Cancer. This is the very unique wisdom of the Cancer, which is why we get so many stalkers from the past that are past loves. Okay. All right, we're gonna move on to the Libras. Okay, Spirit Guides, Hecate, what messages do you have for the Libras this week when it comes to love from August the 21st through August the 28th of 2019? What are you seeing coming up for the Libras? Shout out to the Libras. I think my Jupiter is in Libra. I had to double check it. I think I have a Jupiter in Libra. Okay, so you guys got the Ace of Pentacles, you got the King of Cups, you got the Tower, you got the Three of Swords, you got Temperance, and you got Ace of Swords. So I feel like there's definitely endings, but there's new beginnings. Remember, Libra, when I told you guys about love triangles? You don't ever want to compete with nobody for love like that. Please don't do that. Please stop. It just makes you look disingenuous. It does. As soon as I detect some kind of love triangle with somebody that I love, deuces. Okay, you thinking about being with that other person? Deuces. Seriously, stop accepting that. Stop accepting the short end of the stick, because that's exactly what you guys are going to get. The Tower card comes up. I feel as though there's somebody, either earth or water. More than likely it's a water sign, or either it's a Sagittarius, because the Temperance card comes up. This is the Sagittarius card. Feel like it represents new beginnings. I can see new beginnings coming towards the end of this month. But I feel like with the Ace of Swords, this is somebody to where you got to cut them out of your life. It's time to let go. Okay. And then also I sense that there's going to be some truth that is going to come up that's going to set you free from the situation. You guys really need to quit thinking about it so much. I feel as though this is what's creating the problem. King of Cups is saying that there's definitely a change that the Tower, a change that you cannot change. You can't help it. It's just, there's literally, because I have people that come to me for spiritual work, and I always do readings, especially when I'm dealing with love work. Like if I see something where I'm like, I don't think it's meant for you to be with this person. It just doesn't seem like it's meant to be. Okay, this is either a water sign or I'm seeing an air sign. It's just not meant to be. Don't waste too much time waiting, because you're waiting and waiting. You've been waiting and waiting and waiting. It's either an earth sign, like I said, it could be an earth sign. Now, I do see a possible earth sign coming into you guys' life, but you may not even want to do it because you got to let go of the past. So there may be a possible earth or water sign that's new that could be coming in. Whatever this situation is that is involving this water sign, or either this fire sign in particular in Sagittarius, you got to let it go. You got to free yourself from that. Free your mind. Free your mind, and the rest will follow, Libra, okay? Every time I tell a Libra to let go, they get angry. Not all of you guys, but there's some people, because they don't want to let it go. But sometimes you have to let go. Like my grandmother used to tell me all the time, if something is hurting you, you need to just snatch the band-aid off. Don't take forever. Just snatch it off and kind of move forward. This has been a very long process for you, probably about 3 years, when in reality it's just not meant to be. That's what the tower is saying. Okay. Okay, y'all. I know that that kind of hurts, especially if you have an attachment, but you don't really have an attachment. You have more of a codependency. Temperance represents codependency. It's a codependent situation. Codependency is actually not good, because codependency represents when you are holding on to something that is not for you, but you're holding on to it because you feel like there's no other choices. So that's why codependency is not good. When you know it's not for you, but you continue to do it and you continue to pursue it, even though it's not for you, I can see some kind of heartbreak coming up this week for the Libras. I'm sorry. Okay. Especially if you've been going to witches or either doing your own spiritual work for the past few years, and that person is non-responsive to it and doesn't really respond. I always tell people, well, there's a 50-50 chance, but I do serious counseling. Like my consultations are 60 minutes or longer. I do very long consultations because I look at everything with a fine-tooth comb. Everything. And, it's not that this person, it's not that you're not valid or validated. It's just that it's not meant to be. What's not meant for you, you need to move on from it. And then as soon as you do that, something that is meant for you will come in. And I do feel like there, as far as with new love, I didn't really see any court cards for a lot of you Libras. Okay, but maybe we'll look at the week after that. Okay, because it seems like a lot of you Libras with all them aces coming up, y'all need to start over. You need to move forward. Okay. All right, so I was getting ready to shuffle for the Scorpios, and then the death card flipped over. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for the Scorpios. Spirit guides, Hecate, for the Scorpios. What messages do you have for the week of August the 21st through August the 28th of 2019? What are you seeing for love? The death card is the first card, the Magician, the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Empress. So a lot of you Scorpios, y'all had a pretty tough situation last week or either currently with your lover. Feel like today the energies are very, very thick. Very, very intense emotions are happening right now. The Magician does come up, which I feel like it shows that a lot of y'all may have done some work. But then again, also the Magician is telling me that there is a magician that seems to be keeping an eye out on things and possibly creating struggles. I feel like this could possibly be an outside influence, okay? Either with a air sign or a fire sign. The nine of wands comes up. So this is where I feel like in your love relationship, I feel like you are taking a stand. You know, that's what the nine of wands represents. And then you've got the partnership card, the two of wands, the twin flame card, and then the empress. So all in all, I feel like, first of all, hold on a second, guys. I gotta sneeze. Give me a second. Okay. A lot of you Scorpios, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all might get pregnant this week because the Empress card comes up. Okay. Also, I can definitely see prosperity and abundance that's coming for the Scorpios, but I feel like this has to do with your relationship. I can see your lover, lavishing you with gifts. I feel like they're gonna, do stuff for you. They're gonna be pampering you. They're gonna be, holding you down or whatever. So I feel like there's a lot of good things that are going to come this week in your relationship, even though it started out kind of rough. Okay. Probably the next couple of days will be rough, but going towards the 28th, things will get better. If you are single, you guys, and I'm afraid to say this for the cross watchers, you guys got endings. You're trying to end things with somebody in the past. You're like, this is over. This person was very, very physically abusive to you, also mentally abusive to you. Okay, you can see a new lover coming in. This person is either fire, earth, or it could be air. Okay, either fire, earth, or air. One of the others. You can see them coming in. There is a new lover coming in. They could be any zodiac sign, but it could be water. Okay, I do see a new partnership, a new love partnership that is forming this week for a lot of you Scorpios. So, and I'm so happy for you guys because there's nothing like being in love in the month of September. September is actually my favorite month of the year. I love, love, love September. I do. It's my favorite month of the year. Okay. All right. We're going to move on to the Sagittarius. Shout out to the Sagittariuses, spirit guides, Hecate. What messages do you have for the Sagittarius today about their love life from the 21st through the 28th of August of 2019? What are you seeing happening with love? All this dust from these, you know what, another thing. I need to light another incense. Get the sense the devil gonna come up. The Sagittarius reading. Maybe not. All right, so your partner, if you're with somebody, they are either earth, air, or fire, or water. Could be any sign. They got some struggles, and then also Sagittarius, let me tell you something. Competing in your relationships is not where it's at. Why are you competing with your partner? You're going to stop the prosperity from coming in. I can see prosperity. I can see abundances that is coming in. A lot of you are like, I don't think I want that because I didn't earn that money. What? What are you talking about? You're kind of moving in reverse here. Something is not quite right, Sagittarius. You ain't supposed to be feeling like that. You are supposed to welcome in the blessings, but a lot of you can't, in particular the male Sagittariuses, because you guys always think that it's always supposed to be the man that earns all the money. Girl, no. Okay, times is way too hard and you'll make things harder on yourself. So don't create struggle, Stop questioning everything. Stop going backwards. Stop having negative thoughts that lead you to negative places, okay? You guys got the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Sun card. So I do feel like there's going to be some anger that is going to be released. I can see, maybe your partner being angry with you, or maybe vice versa, or you being angry with them. These are your spirit guides, the Six of Wands. What they're saying is release it. Release it. Okay. A lot of you Sagittariuses, guess what? Y'all can't cry. And if you do cry, you're angry about crying. No, you need to be happy that you're crying and that you're releasing all of that pain, all of that emotional pain that has been causing your back to hurt. It's been causing your body to hurt. It's been causing so much struggle. Whoever you're dealing with, this person does seem to really love and care about you, and they are sticking by you. Okay, Ten of Wands does tell me that whoever it is that you're dealing with, they are taking the long ride with you. They're saying, you know what, I love this person. I know this person has problems, but I am going to go through it with them just so that I can be with them because they love and care about you. The Sun card does represent right after the Five of Cups, even though you're going to have a dark period, the next day things will be better. Stop holding on to grudges forever. Stop doing that. Sagittarius have a tendency to do that. Y'all will hold on to stuff forever. Let it go and be happy and say, you know what? Today was a bad day, but tomorrow's going to be better. That's the way you got to look at things, because everybody has good and bad days. It doesn't mean that, that person is evil and, they were sent to you to do harm to you and all that stuff. No, because you guys are dealing with and processing these emotions. Look, love will bring out the emotion in you. That is what it's meant to do. It's not meant for you to just not do anything. So try to cry together as well as laugh together. And then please, Sagittarius, stop thinking that people that are emotional or people that are able to release their negative energy via their tears, quit thinking that those people are weak, because actually they're very strong. Okay, if you are single, Sag, there may be an old lover coming back in. I don't see anybody new. I see somebody old coming back in. Somebody from the past that you may still be angry with. You guys were not really, just looking at some of your cards, being that the only water sign card, because here's my whole thing about it. Why do people think that love is based upon, love has to be balanced. It needs to have all of the elements with it. So you're missing the emotion. The emotion is supposed to be there. It's supposed to. You're not supposed to just sit there and go like this and go, I'm a statue. Hello. No, you're not supposed to do that. So you are going to run into somebody from the past. I feel like a lot of you, a lot of you need to embrace it. Embrace it. Embrace that energy. Okay. And everything will be okay. I feel like the relationship that you're looking at from the past, if it is somebody that's coming back in, you were looking at it way too negatively. You were looking at it from a negative standpoint. And if you have negative thoughts, you are always, always, always going to have a negative outcome. Negative thoughts lead to a negative outcome. Okay, whether or not it's meant to be or not, maybe it's, maybe you're tripping off of something in the past that just wasn't meant to be. If this is a past lover, then you need to get past it. Go and enjoy the sun, go and enjoy life. Okay. And I can see you guys doing that this week. All right. Give me feedback on that. All right. Spirit guides for the Capricorn. Hecate, what messages do you have for the Cappies? Something ain't right here, y'all. Hold on a minute. My lighting is kind of screwy. Give me a second, you guys. I'm sorry, guys. I have to burn some Palo before I move on to the Cappies. I know y'all ready. Somebody came in here and said, yay. So, Linda, you're a Capricorn? What's your rising sign? I hope I don't get copyrighted for this song. Hold on a second, guys. Hopefully that is better. Okay, you say you're a rising Aquarius? Cool. All right, hold on, guys. I am really losing lighting because it's getting dark outside. I think it's going to rain tonight. Okay, this is cool. All right. Trying to create my light balance. Yeah, that's better. That's better. It's kind of making me look kind of gray. I'm not gray. All right. Spirit guides for the Capricorn. Hecate, what messages do you have for the Capricorns for this week for love? August the 21st through August the 28th of 2019. I'm seeing a lot of very, very happy cards that seem to be turning over for you guys. Let me see. Oh, you guys got, oh, shoot. Oh, darn. Okay. Well, you got some fighting this week. Knight of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Four of Swords. So I feel like I can sense, okay, we need to go in the corner, figure things out. So I do feel as though it's going to be a couple of days this week. This could either be your lover or this could be an outside influence. There is somebody that's, you guys know that there are people that will come in and try to steal your man or your woman. So I feel like somebody trying to steal them. Five of Wands, I feel like this is disagreements that are being caused by outside influences in the situation. Okay. And they all up in the business. Okay, Capricorn. So you guys better be prepared for that. Or it could be some negative energy that is being sent. Definitely some negative energy that's being sent to tear the relationship apart. Okay. Two of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and then the Star card. So this is your, I feel like this is where there is hope for the situation. The Aquarius represents hope. The star card represents the Aquariuses, which represents hope, renewal, and healing. So I definitely do feel as though, even though you've got this negative energy that's being thrown at your relationship, it ain't gonna do nothing but bring you closer together. That's what doesn't make any sense. I get the sense, sorry guys, I'll be right back. I get the sense that whomever that Knight of Pentacles is, they are there to cause disharmony and discord. Whoever they are, they could be another lover, could be somebody that you know. I don't agree with you being with this person. So what? It's not their choice, it's your choice. Okay? And that's just the reality of it. You know, people, I feel as though whoever this Knight of Pentacles is, they being nosy. They being very, very nosy. They're meddling in business that is none of theirs. Okay. And then also I feel like this is somebody that is trying to compete. This is somebody that might be trying to compete for your lover. This is just going to bring you guys closer together. Is what's going to happen. So I do feel as though, even though those energies are coming in, the partnership is going to remain. Okay. Now, if you're single, I do feel as though there could be an earth sign coming in. This could be somebody from the past, Capricorn, somebody that you did not want in the past that you should have. So if you're single and you're not in love with somebody and you're not, in some kind of commitment, then, this is somebody that you should have been able to love from the past, but you just couldn't see it at the time. And I feel as though they, that again, that had something to do with outside influences that drove you apart. This definitely could be somebody that's coming back in from the past, especially with this Four of Swords coming up. I do see some kind of new partnership though, however, for the Capricorns this week. Hey, my favorite type of SIG is Benson and Hedges. Benson and Hedges menthol. Okay. How you doing, Rainbow Raspity? All right, let me see what somebody is saying. Okay, I'm on the cusp cap aqua, so maybe it will resonate. LOL. Yeah. So you guys are going to have a situation that's going to come up. I feel like it's going to be an extremely positive end to the end of this time frame, which will take us from probably Wednesday to Wednesday or Thursday. I didn't look at a calendar. But I do feel as though there's going to be a lot of happiness and blessings that is going to be bestowed upon the Capricorns this week, especially with the star card coming up, because the star is the card that you're looking for. It is. It's a very good, very, very good sign when it comes to love. And then also you may be healing from something from the past and feeling healed and, feeling blessed. Just stay away from y'all. Let me just tell y'all something real quick. Hold on. Stop allowing negative people to mess with your healing. Even if you got to look at the stars for like a year straight and all you do is look up at the stars at night, or all you do is look up at the sky, and or maybe you look at, maybe you focus on your spiritual gifts or something. Stop allowing people to mess with your healing process. You are going to go through this very, very deep healing process this week, which has to do with love. First of all, Cappy, stop taking love advice from negative, bitter people. How somebody that's bitter, I'd rather take advice from somebody that's single, than somebody that's been married for 300 years that's bitter. I mean, I'm keeping it real with you. You know, we've got new blood, fresh blood, new ideas, new prospects, new everything. So hold on to that healing and stop going back down that road that hurts you. Now, like I said, if this negative energy is attached to whoever that earth sign person was, then you may have to keep them at arm's length. I feel like you already have. And I feel like they have reevaluated the situation and they're ready to be partners. They're ready to be with you. So there's going to be a lot of reunions happening this week. Okay. All right, we're going to move on to who is next? Capricorn. This is Aquarius. All right, Spirit guys, shout out to the Aquariuses. My grandma was an Aquarius when she was alive. She was an Aquarius. Spirit guides, Hecate, what messages do you have for the Aquarius? Up, Ten of Cups turned over. What messages do you have for the Aquariuses for this week? The Ace of Pentacles fell out for this week of the 21st of August through the 28th of August of 2019. Also, guys, that Five of Wands can sometimes represent when somebody hating. You know, look, hating on other people's relationships is not going to do you any good. It's not going to bring love into your life. And some people don't even care about that. They're like, we don't care about no love. We don't care about that. All right, so you guys got some changes coming up towards the end of the week. The next card after that was the Nine of Swords after the Tower. You guys need to get these negative thoughts out of your head. That is the reason why you're having these moments of intranquility. That is the reason why you're having trouble sleeping at night. Release yourself from this bondage, this mental bondage. Release yourself from it. You guys got the Ten of Cups, though. So a lot of you Aquariuses should be very, very happy right now. The Ten of Cups comes up. The Ace of Pentacles. Some of you are finding out that you're pregnant this week, and it is going to be a girl. Just on the side note, the Chariot comes up. So again, focus on how many times I got to tell y'all to focus on the positive. Stop focusing on the negative. You have a choice in this situation. You also may have a situation, Aquarius, where, you know, somebody is implanting these weird thoughts, or, you know, the Two of Swords represents mind control. Y'all need to, like, get out of your subconscious, or, you know, start thinking more consciously about things. I do feel like there's a road that's opening for you guys, and there's some negative energy that's going to come from this, because this is where things are changing. You know, your thought processes are changing, especially with the Chariot. The Chariot is going to make you look at things more positive. And you're thinking, what should I do? Bam, Eight of Swords. I always look at the order of the cards too. You need to get yourself out of this mental prison of negativity. Stop being so negative. Stop being a negative Nancy, okay? Because the Tower card comes up and the Nine of Swords. So I feel as though, you know, God and the Tower can also represent your partner or your lover or your significant other. You know, they can actually, you know, be sensing that. And I feel like they're going to feel some type of way. It's going to feel like some sort of detachment energy or something. And I feel as though it's because you focus way too much on the negative. And it's just, it is what it is. Okay. I feel like this is what your lover has been telling you. Why you focus on so much negative stuff? Why do you always, you know, even when an experience happens, why can't you transmute that energy into something positive? What's going on here? Why can't you do that? What's the problem? Okay. The problem is that your focus, you are not focused on crossing over that line and saying, okay, I got this stuff that may be on my mind from the past. And then it's really crazy because Aquariuses, y'all supposed to have wisdom in the mind. Y'all supposed to have that. You guys are supposed to not be allowing things to get in your head. This is where something or someone may have rented a space in your head. And then the next thing you know, you closed off intimately. You don't close yourself off intimately, but you're accusing them of it because Aquariuses love to reflect. Good evening, Dovey Milton. Hello, hello. So there are some changes that are going to come up. Oh, a cognitive dissonance. The Nine of Swords can a lot of times represents a cognitive dissonance. And this is when there is a renewed perception of something, but you can't get out of the old thought patterns and processes. You got to stop processing things so negatively. When you start to look at things more positively, then guess what? You will have more positive things coming up in your life. Yeah, the money is there. Yeah, we know you're getting the shmoney. We know that. But what else are you doing? That's what your partner is interested in. They understand the business and the finance aspect of it. But what are you doing when it comes to the emotional flow of the situation? How are things flowing on a daily basis? Is it a constant up and down thing? Well, that is because you are not focused. And then also, I feel as though there seems to be some parasitic thoughts that are in your mind, very parasitic. Okay, maybe some of you have some kind of psychological damage that was done from the past that needs to be dealt with. I do know that we do have a new moon coming up. So as we go towards the new moon, this is when you are supposed to be releasing yourself. Many Aquariuses have a really, really hard time with starting over. The energy is all about new beginnings, especially with that ace. Okay, let's throw one last advice card. Also, scattered thoughts. You got to start meditating and training your mind. Advice on this Nine of Swords. Okay. So I think that a lot of you Aquariuses need to take you some cleansing baths. That is what the King of Cups is saying. He's saying that if you have that experience, get in some water, release it. He's also telling you to release any negativity. You may have tears that will start flowing. You may find out about something that may make you upset. Release yourself from that. You need to release, okay? The Hermit, something that you definitely need to separate yourself from. You need to also look at yourself in the situation with your partner. Is there a new lover coming in? Yes. For a lot of you Aquariuses, there seems to be a water sign that seems to be coming in towards that time. I feel like you're going to meet them like just on a humbug, but I don't think it's going to be an instant attraction to this person. I think it's going to symbolize fate and destiny with this Tower card coming in, but you're going to be afraid of it. There's a new lover coming in. The reason why you're afraid of it is because you're afraid to move on. You're afraid of that new beginning. You're afraid of change. And change can be very difficult. Okay. All righty. Let's do last but not least the Pisces. Okay. Spirit guides, Hecate. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna put that back in the deck because what are you seeing for the Pisces this week as far as with love for the 21st of August through the 28th of August. Now, if you guys want to look at the week ahead, if you have a special love situation going on, the link to my website is below. Okay. Okay, a couple of cards are flipping over. Okay, this one was first, which was the Hierophant or the High Priest, and then the Star. So two major arcanas already. Okay, what are you seeing? Okay, a couple of cards flipped over. All right, we got the Eight of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Six of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So as far as with new love, I don't think it's going to be new love, but I can definitely see somebody coming back into the picture towards the end of the week, like towards the 26th, 27th. Feel like somebody new is going to, not somebody new, somebody old is going to be coming back in the picture. Okay, so there's going to be a new beginning. Feel like they're definitely going to contact you. If you guys are wondering if that person is going to call you, they are. They're going to communicate with you either by text message, by phone, or they might just come by your house or something, okay? Which a lot of you don't really like, but I think that you're going to be open to it, and it's going to be a happy occasion. Now, what you got though now is the High Priest. So this is when things are being revealed to you. I feel like the Star card represents seeing things very clearly, feeling just that warm glow of healing, kind of like that bubbly feeling, that happy feeling that just kind of makes you tingly all over, and you're just tingly and you're happy. That's what this card represents. Also can represent spirit guides being around you. It can also represent Archangel Raphael or any kind of other healing energy. The Eight of Pentacles. So a lot of your intimacy, like your creative juices are going to be flowing, if you guys know what I mean. So I feel like this is where the floodgates are going to open when it comes to love this week. Okay. The Lovers comes up. It's almost like you're going to draw that person to you. You don't even have to do no spiritual work, even though I feel like a lot of you are. Like the last couple of days, y'all been doing spiritual work. When the High Priest comes up, this can represent ritual. This can represent religion. This can represent either prayer or either making affirmations. So I do feel as though old love is going to come back in. If you've been having difficulty in your relationship, you're probably doing work right now saying, okay, well, this is going on. And so and then you can tell that energy is definitely going to come forward. It's going to come through. Feel like, the Lovers represents being in love. I feel like I can see just, being in love and just, being, flowing together. The number 8 is really good. So is the number 6. It represents, getting your happy back. If you're in a relationship with somebody, I feel like things are going to come back. And then I can definitely see some sex, okay? Because y'all ain't been having sex, or either the sex has been kind of, I don't want to say not good or whatever, because a lot of people have a crazy view of good sex. Sometimes when you're with your partner, it may be, it may range from probably about 1 to 10. I can see a definite 10 happening going towards the 28th, to where things are going to be very passionate. It could even be a child that could be conceived, which would be a male child would be conceived, okay? Especially y'all, hold on, guys. I feel like something new is going to come up. Like I said, it could be a male child, or it could just be like, just the energies going together, like the Six of Cups and the Ace, even though it adds up to the number 7, just looking at these two cards together seems pretty cool, okay? I don't mean to be a pervert. This is a merging together of the lovers, okay? You guys are definitely going to do that. Okay, just all over each other. You're gonna make everybody sick around you. So you are gonna get back with that person this week. If you don't, then maybe it's just not meant to be, or you know, something else could be going on. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you guys need to reach me, I am taking new clients for the new moon. I will have new moon. Well, I don't know if I'm going to do a group ritual because I get really, really busy around the end of August, like really, really busy, like crazy busy. So I'll probably be doing more so readings and, spiritual work for people. So you guys can definitely contact me for that work. If you guys need rituals, I do offer cleanses, healings, love reunions, unblockers, um, road openers, court cases. Okay, just I do everything. Okay, and I do customized spell work. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's a situation that doesn't fit into the realm of what's on the website, then we can definitely work it out. Okay. All right, guys, it has been so much fun. Thank you so much for being here. Again, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and click the bell notifier. And I will see y'all later. Okay. Love and light.